a lawyer. She should be able to take me out. I'm a fucking beauty school student.
Stay out of this. I want to burn this with
Lisa fucking Bronwin.
Wait a second, let John walk off, because you guys have those spots of this.
This seems like a huge waste of time. I'm sorry.
Next level psychotic disassociation, multiple personality.
Rehash and rewind, we'll spill the tea. Reality stars and what's on TV. Gossip and scandal, it's quite a thrill. Sit back, relax, you know the drill.
Watch your tone.
I'm not watching my
Watch your
tone.
tone.
Watch your tone.
Okay, so the husbands are still in the chat. Right out the gate, John Barlow told Todd, watch your tone.
Friendly environment. Watch your tone.
Really?
And then he's like whispering to Seth, like, where's security? Calm down.
Where's security?
Sean and Angie versus Meredith, Heather, and Lisa. The blood oath that was formed. I swear, these three, Meredith, Heather, and Lisa, must have taken a blood oath to insert themselves into every fight because they are tag teaming this reunion.
I have no choice but to move on with
Wait,
it.
it goes further than that. A Greek Easter, Monica.
Like, girls, let's relax. I really don't even know who to listen to when they all start talking.
Easter, Monica told you I was never married. I was making fun. Told you I was never married. I was making
My goodness, oh my damn.
Meredith and Sean go back and forth over the comment Sean made on a podcast.
Being blamed for this, I would never out someone's sexuality.
And the host did kind of set him up, and
Not that there is a sexuality to even out.
He said it.
Andy was like, I think this is a waste of time.
This seems like a huge waste of time. I'm sorry.
And Sean just had like the best response. Like, I didn't even know Mare back then.
That was my perception at the time. You know, and look, at the end of the day, I didn't know you well enough to take your word for it at the time.
I don't know why they keep believing that I did. And let me just say, like, it's insane.
Huh?
Andy Cohen is the king of shade or the voice of reason. Now we get into the real mess. Meredith and Angie are fighting over who brought up Sean's alleged infidelity on camera.
To believe.
Control room is saying that Angie is correct. That's what was said.
Monica originally told Angie that Meredith said it, but then weeks later, Monica is out here like, oh wait, I actually heard it on the Salt Lake City streets.
We're
This
gonna
is
play
why
that.
it's hard to trust him.
I mean, this is never.
Huh? Does Salt Lake even have streets? I thought it was a lake. I'm just kidding.
Gonna end until you actually play it. I'm getting angry.
Okay.
Just love Seth's face during this whole time because he's like, my wife is popping off. Where do I put my hands?
I think I'm finished. The whole reason I came here was not for this. This is a load of shit. Wait, because they're still saying I did. And Monica very clearly says Meredith didn't say it.
Hey,
I
Meredith,
did.
let's
He's like looking at Meredith, trying to give her eye contact. Like, which of these women do you want me to call a biatch for you? Because I will. And Meredith is coming loose, you guys. She is coming unhinged.
I am finished. I need.
And she's looking at Andy like him himself better go into the storage room downstairs and find that tape and play it because this is not okay. Which, slay.
Okay.
Meredith is popping off.
Say, if you're going to spin me into a liar.
And she's really like, she's about to go, you guys. Like, she's over this. And can we talk about Heather?
You don't believe Monica. You don't fucking believe Monica.
Yes, thank you.
Girl, why are you screaming? Meredith versus Angie, part 368. Who is the real mean girl? Meredith drops a bomb, straight up says that Angie's a mean girl. And excuse me, what now? I thought that Meredith, Heather, and Lisa were the mean girls.
She has an unwarranted mean girl vendetta against me, and I don't know why.
Oh,
And then, listen, whether you love or hate her, Mare wanted to make sure that her name was cleared and Monica's was shoved right into the mud.
Meredith's talking about.
I didn't hear it from Meredith. I heard it from the Salt Lake City street.
Most important thing is she's the one that brought it up. You didn't bring it up.
Gassed. The husbands are still in the chat for some reason, and they're on chill mode. John Barlow versus Justin had cracking up because the second these guys started talking, the whole mood shifts.
And it was worse in my head. So I felt like.
The girls are like sitting there dragging each
You don't look at me, you son of a bitch. I'll go without you staring.
other, but the dudes are just like, yeah, bro, we cool. Yeah, we cool.
Was a little bit nicer than it was.
John.
Like, can we get Todd and John talking again? I like that little fight they had going on. Also, someone on Reddit said that John and Seth and Justin looked like they were hitting a joint before the reunion because they all got the giggles. And honestly, I see it. Whitney too. Our girl definitely partakes in the Leaf family. Then Andy brings up Whitney's wild text about Lisa and John, and Whitney's just like, oops, my bad. It was a rumor.
Rumor.
And John, he's completely unbothered. Whitney apologizes, and he's just like, cool, yeah, I accept it.
You yet?
Cool, thanks.
And I'm sorry.
I accept it.
Why do I stay high?
And it was just so funny, I can't. Oh, and the circle jerk comment.
Associated Sean's name with circle jerks while in Mexico.
Yes, I did.
Lisa, why are you so proud of this? Oh my gosh, poor Sean is sitting there like, oh my gosh, I should have never even showed up to this reunion. I should have just been like Robert, Mary's husband, and been like, I'm not going to be on camera anymore.
God, I'm never going to get rid of this.
But I was like, how would you feel if someone said this about Sean? How would you feel if someone said this about you?
And then Angie brings up how her own daughter being questioned online about Sean's sexuality.
Troll saying, is your dad gay?
Suddenly, we have a huge mess.
Mom, that's reckless. Look what you put online. That's reckless too.
Heather, Lisa, and Meredith are all yelling at Angie. It's not making any sense, and it's just pure chaos.
Oh my God. 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 Oh my God.
So Justin was asked about why he didn't defend Whitney when Whitney was called a biatch by Seth.
Biatch!
And his response was so Whitney. It was like, I was meditating and I told myself I wasn't going to get into it.
I had my own little meditation of, okay, we're going to enjoy this.
And Seth was asked about the biatch comment, and he went straight to the library, to the blame book section, and he pulled out a good old classic, none other than Jamie Foxx. And it goes a little something like this.
We started day drinking at 7 a.m. on Todd's the private jet, premium and Yeho, bit impaired.
Seth is just blaming the alcohol, and I'm sorry. Is the sorry in the room with us?
Miss me with that you bozo clown.
So you're not sorry, Seth?
I said I'm sorry.
And you know that Meredith wasted no time throwing a quick jab at my mother, Angie.
She just called my wife a bitch twice.
Well, that's abusive according to your husband, so I guess you're an abuser.
The emotional affair that wasn't. Andy asked Todd about Bronwin sharing Todd's emotional affair, and he just says, oh, I haven't seen that episode. Sir, you didn't watch the show.
I have to apologize because I haven't seen it.
Okay.
We've talked about it, and it's just hard to watch.
Bronwin tries to clear her name, and she's like, well, we talked about it, and it is just hard to watch. But Todd's over here like, yeah, I'd rather not Bronwin say anything or share anything.
Anything that Bronwin had shared would be more than I'd want her to share.
And do you not know your wife is a reality star? Like, it's literally in the job, share your life. And then Bronwin starts backtracking.
I wouldn't even say it's an emotional affair.
Saying that I wouldn't even call it an emotional affair, but yeah, a conversation went too far.
Bye, bitch.
Like, there was conversations that went further than I would have had with someone.
And Heather's sitting here like, wait, did he do it or did he not? And same Heather.
I rallied hard.
Why you always lying?
You did, and I because of what you
Oh my God.
that.
Stop fucking lying.
I rallied hard for you.
You did, and I...
Anyway, Todd tries to fix it with a promise ring with 5 diamonds, representing support, love, fidelity, taking care of Gwen, and transparency. Sir, you should have made those promises when you married her the first time.
I need wine and a straitjacket.
All right.
If my husband ever tried this, I would take that ring, shove it in his mouth, and make him chew on it. Sounds like Bronwin drank the Todd Kool-Aid and convinced herself it was not as serious as it was, or she lied on the boat.
Seth and I are monogamous. We do not cheat on each other.
Seth and Meredith's long-distance love. Andy asks Meredith about how she feels about Seth working in Ohio, and she shuts down all the cheating rumors. Seth does not have hoes in different area codes, and he's just got lefty and righty. And
This is the side chick, Andy.
Brother, what's that?
2. I got 2.
And that was way too much info. Gross. Seth jumps in with, I highly recommend commuting. It feels like a first date every weekend. No thanks. I actually like seeing my husband, and I am taking notes though for when we are married, as long as you and Meredith are, because who knows, maybe I will need to go live in a different state.
Because we're not together physically that often, Andy, I highly recommend commuting.
Mary opens up about Robert Jr.'s addiction. This is the part where it gets really heavy, but I'm so glad Mary and Robert shared this story. Addiction touches so many families, and hearing Mary say that she had no idea what was going on in her own home was heartbreaking.
I said, if we can just help one person, then we'll just tell our truth.
And then Andy got choked up over Robert Jr. saying that he felt like a stain.
As a mom, that must have been.
And that is just like so sad. I was like bawling my eyes out during this part of the reunion, so I didn't really recap much, but I kind of just wrote down a few things.
I wanted to take everything in me to convince him otherwise. I do blame myself. I feel like somewhere I missed the mark on catching it. And that's Mary, the thing. I feel like you want to raise your kids to talk to you.
Honored that she shared this with me.
And Angie, I love her. She was there for Mary through this, and she opened up about losing her mom to addiction.
And I used to think if I was old enough that maybe I could have been part of helping my mom.
And then Mary tells Angie,
I know if your mom could do it all over again, that she would do it different.
And Angie is just stunned that no one has ever told her before.
No one's ever said that to me.
I haven't talked to my dad since season 1.
And you're still not in touch?
Now. And then Andy asked Meredith where was her for Mary, and Mary's response was, Meredith is a great person, but it's different because Meredith lives out of town. And
I can think of is I felt like this time I found a friend, which is Angie, and I felt like that.
And that Meredith tears up and says, I wish I could have been there for you.
Meredith and our friendship is very different, but Meredith is, she's a beautiful person and she's a beautiful friend. No. I mean, I had those bangs were a little bit of type of suffering.
Oh my gosh, that was so much. This reunion was a huge mess. I loved every second of it, and
all the lovely things have been said. Not the dossier. Called a drug addict, a bulimic, a cheater, homeless.
I loved when Mary was like, Bronwyn's a fan favorite, and I thought it was so funny, Lisa's face. But that's a wrap for today, besties. We laughed, we hashed, and honestly, I had a blast breaking it down with you. Now tell me, who's your favorite cast member? Are you Team Lisa Couch or Team Angie Couch? Drop your thoughts in the comments, give this video a like, and if you're not subscribed yet, hit that button and join the fam because we are always spilling the tea over here. And go follow me on Instagram. You might be the only one entering my giveaway right now, so your odds of winning are pretty much 100%. Till next time, bye!
Mentally unstable, next level psychotic disassociation, multiple personality is.
What have you said about people?
Not
you
a
know
lot.
What I mean?
Like this. I had an animal, like a pit bull, going after me. You are an ugly human being.
Brittany, I've had enough of you. This is insane.
You are vile. Angie, you got to get straight with her. I love her.
Well.
Good Lord.
I am not going to let you spread lies about me. I've had enough of them.
No.
It's a fucking bar. No, I'm not. You lie.
Okay. Wow.
Holy cow, that's crazy.
Rehash and rewind, we'll spill the tea. Reality stars and what's on TV. Gossip and scandal, it's quite a thrill. Sit back, relax, you know the drill.